1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, number 10. Count with us to 10.
Turkeys in the sun, turkeys having fun, turkeys on the run, turkeys one by one, gobble when they talk, wobble when they walk, see them as they strut around. 1 turkey, 2 turkeys, 3 turkeys, 4, 5 turkeys, 6 turkeys, 7 turkeys more, 8 turkeys, 9 turkeys, 10 turkey birds, 10 different numbers and 10 different words. Turkeys all around, turkeys on the ground, turkeys in the air, feathers everywhere, see their funny feet, watch them as they eat. Turkeys are a treat to me. 1 turkey, 2 turkeys, 3 turkeys, 4, 5 turkeys, 6 turkeys, 7 turkeys more, 8 turkeys, 9 turkeys, 10 turkey birds, 10 different numbers and 10 different words. Turkey, 2 turkeys, 3 turkeys, 4, 5 turkeys, 6 turkeys, 7 turkeys more, 8 turkeys, 9 turkeys, 10 turkey birds, 10 different numbers and 10 different words. Turkeys, 9 turkeys, 8 turkeys, 7 turkeys, 6 turkeys, 5 turkeys, 4 turkeys, 3 turkeys, 2 turkeys, 1 turkey, now there are none. 10 missing birds and 10 missing words. Turkeys in the sun, turkeys having fun, turkeys on the run, turkeys one by one, gobble when they talk, wobble when they walk, see them as they strut around. turkeys, 3 turkeys, 4, 5 turkeys, 6 turkeys, 7 turkeys more, 8 turkeys, 9 turkeys, 10 turkey birds, 10 different numbers and 10 different words.
This is a film about one and more than one. There are many ways to make more than one from one. Most of the time, we can simply add an S.
Leg. Legs.
Sometimes we add ES.
Box. Boxes.
When a word ends in Y, we change the Y to I and add ES.
Candy. Candies.
Sometimes we have to change the word.
Foot. Feet.
And other times, to make more than one, we do not have to change the word at all.
Fish. Fish. One fish. Two fish. Many fish.
Paula and the GBs have been invited to a birthday party. Today, they are going to pick out presents for their friend. Paula and the GBs like to shop for presents. And they like to make more than one from one.
Guppy. Guppies. Oh. Mouse. Mice. Bird in a cage. Birds in a cage. Birds in cages. Basketball. Basketballs. Book. Books.
The GBs decide on books, but Paula goes back for a basketball. Paula and the GBs are really excited because their friend lives on a farm. And the only thing more fun than a party is a party on a farm. A party on a farm is a good place for making more than one out of one.
Hat. and cakes. Child. Children. Person. People. One person. Many people. Man. Men. Woman. Women.
Farms are fun because animals live there. You can look for one animal, a few animals, or many animals.
Cow. Cows. Bird. Birds. Horse. Horses. Goose. Geese. One sheep. Two sheep. Many sheep.
Paula and the GBs have learned to have fun with words for one and more than one. And they know that the best words of all are friend and friends.
Well, there's something new for Uncle Sam. It's out with the pound and in with kilogram, out with the foot and in with the meter, out with the quart, in with the liter. We're all going metric. Why all this fuss? Hasn't the foot served us well enough? And the pound and the quart and the gallon, too? Why change? Why should we go metric? Well, for one thing, metric measure is a whole lot easier. You see, our old measuring system grew up like a weed gone to seed, with no planning and very little logic. It grew and grew and grew, until no one could keep all the units straight. Don't you think it's time for a little pruning? Another thing, the old numbers are messy. How good is your arithmetic? I hope it's better than mine. But even if you are a real whiz, wouldn't you like to forget rules like this? You can. That's right, you can. Because metric arithmetic is based on tenths. If you can work with tens and hundreds and thousands, you've got it made. Metric arithmetic is just that simple. The numbers are simple, and the units are too. Because they're just a few, no waste. You have what you need and no more. So now you know why there's something new for Uncle Sam. Out with the pound and in with kilogram, and out with the foot and in with the meter, and out with the quart, in with the liter. We're all going metric. Now here's what it's all about. To measure height, or width, or length, in other words, the distance along a line, use meters. The average doorway is about 2 meters high. How tall is the slide? 3 meters, more or less. How high is the house? You see, it's easy to measure length or height in meters. But here's a problem. How tall is Jim? More than 1 meter and less than 2, but that's not very precise. What can we do? We need a smaller unit. So take 1 meter and divide it into 100 equal parts. That's pretty small. Each fraction is called 1 centimeter. In the metric system, centi always means to divide into 100 equal parts. Centi, meter. 100 centimeters make a meter. Your little finger is about 1 centimeter wide. A slice of bread is about 1 centimeter thick. How wide is Helen's span? Wouldn't you say about 12 centimeters? How wide is the book? So now you can measure Jim's height in centimeters. Between 132 and 133, wouldn't you say? 132 is close enough. Remember, there are 100 centimeters in a meter. It always works that way with centi. Well, here's a question. How far is it from Sheboygan to Schwano? Wouldn't you say about 1 million centimeters? Well, that's not nearly enough. How about 5 million? No. In fact, the cities are about 12,900,000 centimeters apart. You see the problem? The centimeter is way too small for measuring long distances easily, and the meter is not much better. What we need is a longer unit. So add kilo to meter, and you get kilometers. In the metric system, kilo always means 1,000. So a kilometer is 1,000 meters. 9 college football fields placed end to end would be about 1 kilometer. Now it's easy to measure the distance from Sheboygan to Schwano, about 129 kilometers. One day soon, all highway distances will be expressed in kilometers. The actual distances remain the same because cities don't move around very much. But the measure of the distances will change from miles to kilometers. Even the spelling may take some getting used to. Some folks like ER instead, and ER, RE. They're both correct in the USA. I prefer RE. So what can you use in measuring metric length, the distance along a line? The key unit is the meter. Everything else springs from it. For shorter lengths, use centimeters, 100 times as small. For longer lengths, use kilometers, 1,000 times as large. And that's all. Now put length out of your mind and concentrate on another kind of measurement, liquid volume. How do we measure it metrically? The most widely used metric unit for liquid capacity is the liter. 1 liter is the contents of a cube exactly 10 centimeters on each side. About 4 lunch-sized cartons of milk make up 1 liter. Do you know how much water you drink each day? About 8 glasses, which comes to 2 liters, more or less. Liter. Remember the word. Then you can ask for 1 liter of milk, 50 liters of gas, and that's the way it's done. Now, how many liters of cola in this can? Well, less than 1, even when it was full. What we need is a smaller unit than the liter. So add milli to liter and use milliliters. Remember, milli always means to divide into 1,000 equal parts. That means 1 milliliter is very small. That can of cola contained about 350 milliliters when full. A glass of water might hold 200 milliliters, and a lunch-sized carton of milk might hold 250. Now you can measure liquids metrically. You use liters or milliliters, depending on how much you have to measure. And as I promised, metric arithmetic is based on tens. Now put length and volume out of mind and concentrate on something new. As Carol grows, her weight increases too. How do we measure her metric weight? Her metric mass. Oh, incidentally, weight and mass are not the same. On the moon, Carol weighs much less, but there isn't any less of her. Her mass remains the same. So how can we measure her metric mass? The fundamental metric unit for mass is the kilogram. The kilogram is closely related to the liter. Oops, I hope you didn't put volume completely out of mind. The point is, 1 kilogram is the mass of 1 liter of water, distilled, and at sea level. The mass of a liter of milk is about 1 kilogram too. The mass of a Little League baseball bat is about 1 kilogram. So is the combined mass of 5 medium-sized apples. Carol's mass is 27 kilograms, and climbing. When a lighter unit of mass is needed, remove kilo, and what's left? Gram, of course. How is it related to the kilogram? Well, the secret is in kilo. It means 1,000, right? In the metric system, kilo always means 1,000. So there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. The gram is 1,000 times as light. So the gram is useful for weighing gold, a roll of lifesavers, an egg, even a can of fruit. And that's about it for metric mass or weight. There's the gram and the kilogram. Oh, you might add other prefixes to gram if you like, such as milligram. A milligram is very, very light, used by druggists and chemists who work with tiny amounts. For everyday use, gram and kilogram serve well enough. There's one more metric unit you'll need to understand. Feeling a little ill, Carol? Well, let's check it out. Where was I? Oh, yes. There's metric temperature, measured in degrees Celsius. Maybe you've heard of centigrade. That's the old name for a metric degree. Celsius is the man who invented the metric thermometer, and now we use his name instead. I wonder why meter, liter, and kilogram weren't named after inventors, too. Well, anyway, metric temperature is measured in degrees Celsius. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Here's the Celsius temperature of a warm summer day. Can you tell what it is? 28 degrees Celsius, less than 30 and more than 25. Here's the hottest outdoor temperature ever recorded on Earth. What is it? 58 degrees Celsius, less than 60, more than 55. Now, Carol, let's check out your temperature. 37 degrees Celsius. You're just fine. That's normal metric body temperature. So metric temperature is very easy. Everything is Celsius. And Celsius is based on tens. 0, the temperature of water just turned to ice, and 100, the temperature of water just turned to steam. No sweat. Now you know a whole lot about the metric system. There's the meter, centimeter, and kilometer, all for measuring lengths. For liquid capacity, there's the liter and the milliliter. Grams and kilograms apply to mass. And for temperature, use Celsius. Oh, it's possible to make up other units by adding different prefixes to meter, liter, and gram, but there's really nothing new. All metric arithmetic, still based on tens. So like I said, there's something new for Uncle Sam. It's out with the pound and in with kilogram, and out with the foot and in with the meter, and out with the quart, in with the liter. America's going metric. And it's a good thing. And that's all.